It's the most complicated macaroni and cheese we've ever made on BoxMac.
Recap. We have made Junt's home-style Christmas mac 3 times before this. Once was with Cheeto topping.
Yep.
Once was much improved with tempered egg. That's the 2016 recipe. It's the one that we recommend that people make for their families.
That's right.
And then third, I made it with Kirby and Matt.
Yes.
So this year, certainly don't want to do an Eggnog Mac.
No.
And we vowed during the Eggnog Mac to just come back to what we know.
Next year, we're just gonna go back to a traditional French mac.
Tempered egg, the whole 9 yards?
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll do tempered egg V2.
2020 has been a really tough year.
Yeah.
People have had to adjust to a lot. And we want to just kind of go back.
Yes.
And then we went greatly
And then
off
we went
the rail.
And
off
then-
the rails, like 2020. You had the original suggestion of do the French mac, add in the Utz, right?
Because we, and
Utz.
by the way,
Utz.
it is pronounced Utz, but for the purposes of our show, we will move forward with Utz.
Okay.
Because
Thank God.
we like it better.
I'll never get it right. So it's Utz.
That Utz Cheese Ball Mac was one of our favorite things we've ever eaten.
Right.
It's really good. Come on.
What if you just added that? Because we were always looking for that extra element to the French Mac.
Yeah.
The French Mac, that's what
Yeah.
you call it.
The French mac.
And then you started getting ideas.
I did. We're gonna have stuffed shells. Those shells are gonna be stuffed with sausage and ricotta and some herbs and spices.
This is food we bought from Burlington Coat Factory.
Yes, this is Burlington Coat Factory authentic shells. I think we should get that giant shell pasta for a potential upcoming episode of BoxMac.
Okay, you gotta make something crazy with it.
I will.
Known best for their food.
Known best for their food.
Much like I got a dessert from Michael's craft store.
We're gonna stuff those with those things plus some Utz cheese ball cheese. We're gonna make a light cheese sauce from a 5 cheddar cheese, and we're gonna bake that. Meanwhile, we're gonna make
I've lost track of everything. Have you?
No.
Good.
we're gonna make the French tempered egg cheese sauce and some additional orecchiette pasta. When those come out of the oven, we're gonna layer on the orecchiette pasta and put the cheese sauce over the top of it. Bake an additional 8 minutes, which is part of the protocol for the original French mac. And we're also gonna add into that French mac cheese sauce the Utz cheese balls.
It's preposterous.
It's too much work.
5 years ago, when we made the Mac for the first time in 2015, this was the config.
Yeah.
You had Nina back there shredding Cheetos at the time. Now it's going to be cheese balls again.
Yep.
You had Zach grating the cheese and me, just kind of eating when I could, stirring when I'm asked.
You're gonna be in charge of all kinds of things. We have all these Cabot shredded products, and they are great.
Great tid.
Great. And they save Zach lots of shredding time, but that means Zach gets lots of other tasks. You're gonna make the ricotta filling, and you're gonna chop the basil, and all kinds of stuff.
This is what being competent gets you.
All right, well, we got a lot to do. Is it one lump or two? That is my favorite sausage. I believe we've used it one other time on the show when we made the mac and cheese pizza. Can you please put the shells in there? Nina, I'm gonna have you start in on the Utz cheese balls.
Nina knows just what to do. They're giant, look at them.
I'll give those a stir, Frankie, so they're at least all in the water.
Just let them dry out in the sun.
They'll definitely cook sitting above the water line.
A sun-dried jumbo shell.
This is my favorite ground sausage meat, Bianco and Sons. This is local. It is the best. You know why it's the best? It has MSG in it, because MSG is delicious. It adds a savory kind of flavor that is otherwise fairly hard to describe. I'm gonna use this potato masher to break the sausage apart.
Look at this.
And I love this technique. Just keep smashing up the sausage, and every so often beat off the meat.
The chicks. Let me ask you this. How many cheeses are in this thing?
All right, we got 5 from the 5 cheese Italian. Mozzarella, provolone, cheddar, Asiago, and Romano. We've got Vermont sharp. We've got New York sharp. Ricotta, 8 cheese. Zach, I'm gonna give you a little garlic to mince.
Nina, how's the balls?
Excellent. Cleanly shaven.
Not cheesy at all, Nina's doing great.
Complimentary cheese ball. There was a lot of fan feedback about, is there a better way to get the cheese off those balls? And I think the answer is no.
No, I don't see any way.
Didn't you contact them?
Yeah, I asked them if they could send me just the cheese, and they said, sorry, we can't provide that, but we'll consider it, which means the idea just, obviously not. A little bit of a meat spill. I'm gonna let this brown a little bit in its own greases.
How do you know when a jumbo shell's done?
You look for a broken one and see if you can test it. Stir them very gently because we don't want to break them. In the meantime, Frankie, we have to start our first of 2 cheese sauces for today. It's not a roux-based cheese sauce. Taking a half stick of butter. We're gonna put about that much in.
More clove.
No.
More clove.
All right. Zach, could I have you cut up some basil?
How much?
Use your best judgment.
Not too much. It's f***ing basil.
I mean, a fair amount. The kind of amount you would send home to mother.
A mother amount of basil.
Because I definitely am coming home for Christmas to spend time with Mother.
A lot of the juice is cooked out of this, and we're starting to get a little browning, which is really what I want here.
I do love a good sauce. Idge.
I'm opening the ricotta. It's a pretty good cheese. It's mild, right? It's not gonna offend anybody.
It's not gonna offend mother.
It's good, but it's really unsalted. I kind of expected more salt.
That's what I would expect from a ricotta. There's ham that goes with this, I think.
Oh, delicious ham alongside stuffed shells.
Matt's trying to tell you that your audio sucks.
I don't care.
No, it's gone. This
Did the pack die?
So, at this stage, John's microphone has broken. I wonder if we could go to a reality show style interview with him about it.
I'm trying my best to keep together in there, but it's falling apart. We're having troubles with the microphone. We're having troubles with the cheese sauce. It's all going to heck.
At this point, we are wondering what happened to Jonathan Hunt's microphone.
Do I sound okay? Is that, whatever your name is?
Zach, look, it's snowing.
Pull the heat down on that a little more, Frankie.
What the f does that mean? It's off, so what does pull it down mean? Do you mean you'd like heat or would not like heat?
I want a little less heat.
It's off.
Okay. Energy's up because we got a lot of good helpers.
You need any oxygen?
Yes, please.
John is doing pretty good. It's a rainy Christmas day, but the man is overheating.
I'm gonna take some of your cheese, Nina. I'm getting a little Utz cheese dust into the filling. I don't recommend you do this at home. I'm gonna eat this. This has raw egg in it. A little more salt.
Could probably just use some straight black pepper too.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zach. Thank you, Nina. You're doing God's work over there with the cheese balls. I don't know if God would ask you to ever do that, but...
Oh, thank God you're here. Here's a bucket of cheese balls.
I think Nina is the best cheese ball shaver we got.
We did not have a spare microphone for Nina, so she is really trying not to talk as much as possible, which is good because those balls need to get cleanly shaven today.
This isn't our real cheese sauce. This is to help wet the shells as they cook.
Did you count the Utz cheese in your cheese total?
Oh, I didn't. That makes it 9 cheese.
That's like saying Beetlejuice 9 times. I have never had 9 cheeses in one of my macaroni and cheeses before. We thought it was gonna be 8 cheeses, and then Nina remembered that the Utz, or what we call down south, Utz, is gonna be a 9th cheese today.
I think Nina is the best cheese ball shaver we got. A little bit of Utz in every bite.
Ooh,
I don't have a piping bag.
Do you have a Ziploc bag?
I do, yes. I gotta move this giant pine cone. I wish I had a proper piping bag. I don't have that in my kitchen today, but we're doing the best we can with the Ziploc bag. It's gonna be all right.
This is the hat I wore in 2015. I'm trying to match 2015 a little bit.
Oh, I see.
And as you can see, I have not gained nor lost a pound in
in five years. Zach's doing a lot of the heavy lifting today on the shells. Much appreciated. You can feel those a little less full, Zach. One of my favorite things as a kid when my mother would make stuffed shells, when the shells would break, she would let me just eat the shell and dip it in the fresh pasta sauce that she was making. And she made a delicious pasta sauce.
Wow.
And I love a good chunky pasta. Hardly any have broken, which is amazing. But we used to buy Prince, and Prince isn't the best quality pasta.
No, the best quality pasta is from Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, clearly.
What you want to do is go down one of their completely chaotically stocked aisles from the ass of the store, pluck out some pastas. Doesn't matter what store it came from. That's one of the lessons of Christmas. The most unlikely of stores.
We're a little layered here, but I think that'll be fine.
I still don't quite get it. The mac and cheese goes over, under.
So we're gonna put this cheese sauce in, and that cheese sauce is gonna provide moisture for the shells. We're also gonna cover it so it doesn't get too dried
So
out.
that cheese sauce goes all in this.
Yes. Then we're gonna make that French cheese sauce and some additional macaroni and cheese. We're gonna put it all on top and then bake it for 8 more minutes and then serve it.
So there's gonna be that, basically the standard mac on top.
Yeah.
And then as you cut in, you get a stuffed shell.
Exactly. Set timer 22 minutes. That right there would have been perfectly fine. And then we're gonna put hat on a hat and put macaroni and cheese on top of it.
It's obsessive.
Indulgent.
Indulgent.
The things I do for love.
Oh, it's actually doing pretty good.
I think the ham needs smoke. Call me old-fashioned. Now it's pouring a little less. And that bamboo over there, it's a little less wet. So we're gonna do it. Hi, my name is EJ Massa. When I was a kid, I loved ham. When my parents asked me what I wanted for my dinner on my birthday, I'd always ask for ham steak. Yes, that's right, I thought those salty circles of pink rubbery meat were the pinnacle of fine cuisine. As an adult who smokes a lot of meat, I find those processed, pre-cooked hams to be extremely lacking. And since I'll be spending time with my Red Cow family this year, I'm not gonna phone it in and get one of these sad spiral hams. This is Christmas. It's a time for joy. And it's not a time for this, which is basically sadness incarnate. No. I'm gonna cure my own ham. My first thought was to get a picnic roast and cure that, but I found this small pork butt roast at Walmart, and that was the perfect size. And I wouldn't have to deal with any bones. That's why I don't like apples. Too many bones. What? Apples don't have bones? What the hell have I been eating? Since this was my first time curing a ham at home, I adapted this simple recipe from allrecipes.com. First, I'm going to make a brine for the ham by pouring a quart of water into a pot big enough for the roast. I'll add 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of pickling spices. I'm just using this McCormick pickling spice. It has cinnamon and allspice and stuff in it. It smells wonderful. 1 tablespoon of prog powder number 1. This is a curing salt used for short-term cures like this ham, and for longer-term cures like that dry sausage I made, you'll need prog powder number 2, which is the sequel that critics say improved upon the first one in many ways. Prog powder number 1 is essentially a preservative. It slows the growth of fungus and bacteria, and it makes your hams look pink. I believe red dye is added to prog powder so you don't confuse it with table salt, which could be dangerous. Add over a cup of kosher salt. By weight, this was around 9 ounces. I turned on the heat and whisked until everything was dissolved. Once it got right up to a boil and everything was dissolved, I turned off the heat. Then I added a half gallon of ice cold water. You want to make sure the temperature of the brine is cool because you're about to put some pork in it. The pork itself looks quite good. I always like these nets that keep the boneless roast together. I did give it a little rinse after taking it out of the package, and now it's ready for the brine. I'll put the roast in the pot and cover it with some cling wrap because the pot lid would prevent me from fitting it in the fridge. There, and as you can see, I'm also drying some sausage. I'm gonna be so filled with prog powder that you could string me up in the basement and preserve me for 100 years. But don't do that. I don't want that. Don't do that to me. It's Christmas. In addition, I made a glaze for the ham by mixing 1/4 cup of maple syrup and 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard and about a teaspoon of sriracha for a little kick. And I'll save that for later. After a day in the fridge, I turned the roast over. You should cure 1 day for every 2 pounds of meat, and since my roast is approximately 4 pounds, 2 days should be enough. Then after those 2 days, it's time to bring this roast over to the Red Cow crew for cooking, and most importantly, eating. Oh hey, now I'm in John Hunt's kitchen, Red Cow's very own John Hunt, and I'll rinse off the roast of the brine and the bits of spice that are clinging to it. If you wanted to, you could soak the ham in some fresh water to get rid of some of the salt, but I'm not going to do that because I love salt. It's a great chemical. Yeah. Right now it's cold and pouring rain, and while I did bring my pit barrel cooker to John's, I'll start the ham in a 325-degree Fahrenheit oven and see if the rain subsides. If it wasn't such a cold and rainy day, I'd probably do the whole thing in the pit barrel cooker, and it'd probably take around 2.5 to 3 hours, maybe 2 hours on a really nice day. But just check the internal temperature. I like 135 degrees Fahrenheit, but the government says you should do 145 degrees Fahrenheit. But I don't like listening to the government. So don't come over and arrest me. Don't do it. It's Christmas.
Phase 1 is currently baking, but we have a little more work to do. We have to make our French cheese sauce. So let's get started. So we have a conundrum.
You have that other grater.
I do have that other grater, yes. Conundrum solved. I forgot there's 1 more cheese. So we're up to 10.
Oh my God.
We're using a little bit of pepper jack in the French mac to add just a tiny bit of spice.
Gotta be careful with the spice. The 2016 recipe has cayenne in it, and you can overdo that. EJ's ham continues to smoke. It is storming outside as his evil ham smokes.
Yes, I just want to say for the record, we had a short, non-taped pause, and I instructed Nina that she could take a break, but Nina would not stop. She has been going the whole time. She's through a container of Utz.
Shredding the midnight cheese.
Yes.
This is more what I'm used to, making a roux.
I've got my half box of orchiette here. Is it good cheese?
Yeah.
What is it?
Pepper jack.
Pepper jack.
Oh, it's good. Unexpectedly so.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that really good? It's a little bit uncommonly good.
Come on. It's like a strong cheese flavor with a nice, like, rich creaminess.
It's way nicer than I expected it to be.
He's almost concerned. I mean, it is the 10th cheese.
Yes. By the way, new Cabot products. Two-state farmers cheese, which combines New York and Vermont, and they've added a little bit of sodium citrate to make it melt better. They've done that also with this one too. This is Vermont Sharp.
I really like the idea of combining the New York and the Vermont.
Yes. My favorite Cabot cheese of all is Cabot 5-year aged reserve. It's not a cheese you'd cook with, it's a snacking cheese. Though someday, Frankie, perhaps we'll try. All right, Frankie, that looks pretty good to me. Slight golden brown color on our roux there. I'm gonna have you add in that cream.
We're cooking with a big guy.
And we're gonna add a little more milk to that too.
The big guy.
Joe Biden?
You're the big guy. I think you are. I don't know.
The big man. You're the big man, I think. I don't know. Maybe you're not. But you're the big man, I think.
What'd you spend on all this?
36 in ingredients. Then we bought the shells. I have no idea how much they were. And then $3 worth of the sausage meat that I have in my freezer.
So getting up to like 50 bucks. I want to see somebody do this for their family. This stuffed shells ridiculousness.
Yes.
Did you get the idea of putting like regular mac over stuffed shells from somewhere, or did you make that up?
We kind of did it with the stuffing. We put down a layer of stuffing, we put down a layer of macaroni and cheese.
How do you like that stormy breeze?
I love it. I love stormy weather to begin with. It's one of my favorite types of weather.
That poor ham. It's sitting in there going like, I wish I could be inside with the family.
I gotta baste the ham this time.
Baste the ham!
You're close to the ham. That's where it's safe.
We need to do it this way.
All right, that's good, I think.
Yeah, give that temp a little more. Just, if you're gonna put it that high, just make it really stir.
If you're gonna make it that high, just make it really stir.
Is that what I said?
Yep.
Yep. You got the idea. Good golly, Nina, that's a lot of cheese balls.
Holy sh**.
Nina, I think you could probably stop. No, she won't stop.
We just have to get this done faster. She's just gonna be doing that until we finish over here.
How are your fingers looking?
Incomprehensibly cheesy.
We used to go to church every Christmas Eve, and you know, like when you sing, you're always standing next to like a family member who never sings, and he's always like, "It came upon a midnight clear." But there's supposed to be a level of shamelessness about singing in church. You reveal bad singers this way. I'm not a great singer, but like I can carry a tune kinda, so that I'm like, what do I do with my voice? I'm like, it came upon a midnight clear.
And we need to get a little bit of spice in there.
All is calm.
Just a little bit of nutmeg.
Careful.
A little bit of crushed red. A little more. That's good.
Feels like ratatouille. You made the soup?
All right, let's get cheese in there. Pepper jack.
This is, I don't even know what cheese we're on.
Oh, that's right, the Utz. I almost did forget.
Nina's been fashioning a cheese back there for hours. I could shave a cheese for hours.
Half of this.
I hear bacon.
Yeah, get some of that cheese sauce into the egg. Zach is a skilled chef. We know that from the tacaroni. Zach's tempering that egg beautifully. I think Zach is a key player. He's really picking up the slack. He's really doing a great job in there. I'd be happy to have Zach as part of my team. I'm gonna add a bit more sharp cheese in.
Tempered egg, it's just for creaminess, really.
Doesn't that look pretty good, Zach? Like you could just eat it?
But why not dump mac and cheese on it?
It's time.
So ridiculous.
It's time.
Look how much she produced.
Look how much she made. Oh, it smells good. I can smell the Utz taking effect.
I can smell the Utz activating. And
really good.
Yeah, Utz is the secret ingredient. Nina was not wrong to continuously produce more. Yeah, it's delicious. I don't even know what we're doing.
We're just a minute away.
It hurts? Nina's hands hurt.
Only now that I'm trying to move it from holding the grater. Now it's like,
Yeah, are there bits of your bone in this cheese sauce?
A little more Utz.
Just a touch.
Just a little more, and then a little more.
Look at the beautiful color of that cheese sauce. I love it. So this noodles, there's not that many of them, are going in there.
Well, I think we already made a better cheese sauce than the Land of Lakes.
Way better. You ready?
Down through the chimney with those and me.
Wow.
Oh, it overflowed! Couldn't be contained! Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good.
Look at this. Don't burn yourself, don't cheese yourself.
This is just sad remnants. Finally, on top.
It's really 2 macs in 1.
Yes.
I hope everybody's hungry.
Set timer 9 minutes, and we'll be back.
The ham needs to get out of there because it's too cold. We're gonna finish it in the oven.
It smells good, man.
Just gonna grab it.
Go, go, go.
An hour and a half in the smoke should be enough. I brushed another coat of the glaze and put the roast in with the mac and cheese.
Our whole dinner's in there.
Yeah.
Jonathan likes ham?
I do, I love it.
All the
Small things.
I actually was not part of the shopping experience this time. Nina had a day off, went out to mostly Target, I think.
Yeah.
She tells me that there's not as much peppermint this year as normal, but a lot of hot cocoa and sugar cookie.
Look, sugar cookie is one of my favorite flavors for Christmas, but can they capture it accurately?
Well, we always start with cereals, and for some reason, it's always only a Captain Crunch.
Why is the Cap'n always on the holiday cereals?
Captain Crunch already has like a sugar cookie-esque taste anyway.
It's not a far cry from Christmas all year round. I'll remind you that Halloween Crunch just tasted like Captain Crunch, but was orange.
I'm pretty sure this is gonna taste just like Captain Crunch, but it's gonna have red and green.
Yeah, it promises nothing.
So does this one do any kind of special?
Nothing.
Grant all your Christmas wishes?
Watching, waiting.
Just a little for me, please. Just a little. That's fine. Look, there's supposed to be red stars, right? I see no red stars. Look, this is clearly a green Santa hat. This is a red tree. There's clearly been manufacturing errors. There's a red star here. Okay, that was advertised.
This is gonna shock you. It tastes like Captain Crunch.
Yep.
But hey, if it's Christmas time, pick up Christmas Crunch.
Sure, if you eat Captain Crunch daily, which I'm not really sure why you would.
It's pretty good. You don't like Captain Crunch?
It's all right.
I mean, I'm with you. I prefer your cinnamon toasts.
Even like Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles.
It is pretty sweet first
Yeah.
thing in the morning. Yeah, I don't hate it.
But I don't love it. Do you have to pay a premium to get the Christmas Crunch?
I predict that they sell it for the exact same price.
You know the typical sitcom plot? The kid is getting a little bratty this year.
Yeah.
And then they see like a kid that's underprivileged and they kind of like take pity upon them and they realize the meaning of Christmas. Do you think that could happen where somebody is at the store and in a shocking turn of events, they see that someone had to choose Captain Crunch instead of Christmas Crunch?
Because it was like 15 cents less.
Yeah, and they were like, Dad, why does that poor kid...
Sponsored by the General Mills Food Corporation.
Not everybody can get Christmas Crunch, Daniel. Come on.
Like they can still have a fancy sugary breakfast cereal, just not the one that is Christmas branded.
Yeah, everybody's shopping at the same place. Everybody lives in the same neighborhood.
We just completely remove what we
Throw it
already...
away.
Dad comes around with the trash bag and puts like the...
All the Christmas treats in at 2 p.m. That's when we shut it down.
Dad would always come shuffling in, throwing out all the treats. Smashmallow candy cane.
Okay.
Somebody.
A candy cane with marshmallow. Ooh, they're like big ass bricks of marshmallow. They're squishy. It's actually gonna get all the snacks too.
1, 2, 3.
It's my least favorite thing ever.
They snuck in some peppermint.
I don't like peppermint. It's actually causing pain to my teeth. It's
The
like,
softest thing on the menu.
well, the sugars are getting in there. Maybe it's like, maybe it's psychological.
I mean, it does taste of candy cane.
I mean, it's a marshmallow.
It is not good.
Look, if you actually like snacking on marshmallows and you really like candy canes, this might be for you.
I do like snacking on marshmallows. This wasn't that experience. It's got that crystallized sugar thing that
Maybe
doesn't...
we were supposed to roast it over the fireplace.
Smushmallows roasting over an open fire.
Smooshmallows. And Alyssa Milano cookie. Amaretto hot cocoa.
Can I have some of that milk, please?
No, you may not.
You're not going to use it?
I am gonna drink it. It's my milk.
The spirit of Christmas. That flask of milk is mine.
If you want some milk, go get some milk. This is
But
my
isn't that
milk.
also your milk?
Yes. It's good. Tasty cookie.
That's a cookie.
I don't get any hot cocoa, but I get the amaretto.
I actually get the hot cocoa.
All right.
I would just have them with a nice glass of milk.
No, I've already eaten the cookie. It's too late.
Boys, you can both have milk.
The remnants of this Captain Crunch runoff.
Captain Crunch sewage. This is holiday mix hot cocoa grams. So it's gonna be a hot cocoa graham cracker. Look, the glue on this particular flap.
Is very. There's one weak flap and one strong flap. There's marshmallowy ones and chocolatey ones.
Say it one more time.
There's marshmallowy ones and chocolatey ones. There's marshmallowy ones and chocolatey ones.
You like them?
That is like cardboard.
Like eating small bits of wood. Okay, I got it. You ever have chocolate Teddy Grahams?
Yep, it does taste like chocolate Teddy Graham.
Have you ever put chocolate Teddy Grahams in a cereal bowl and put milk in it and ate it like a frickin' cereal?
Never.
It's delicious. Does anybody around here like Kit Kat?
Oh, I love it.
Give me a break.
What do you think about apple pie Kit Kat?
I love crazy Kit Kats.
Remember the pumpkin one?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Ooh.
It reeks like apple pie suddenly.
I like
Yeah.
the bouquet.
There's another scent there that I'm picking up.
Pie. apple and then pie.
It does kind of, in a way, taste to the whole deal.
It ain't bad at all, except for maybe a little bit of that toxic chemical at the end.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Science has come too far is the impression I get.
Yeah.
it's a little weird because I'm programmed to expect chocolate.
Well, you must unlearn what you have learned.
I'm richer for having experienced it. I'll give it a light recommendation.
Yeah?
I'm strongly recommending those amaretto cookies. I'm lightly recommending these.
If you're having a Christmas party and you want to have a little bit of like fun Christmas flavor,
Sure.
a little bit of a gimmick, it actually nails the gimmick.
Yeah. I don't recommend you buy a case for home consumption.
Yeah, like that you're like eating into March and
Yeah.
stuff. No, no, no. If nothing else, everybody will sit around your Christmas party going, does it taste like apple pie to you? Yeah. Irresistibly smooth Lindor chocolates. These are peppermint cookie milk chocolate truffles.
All right, Lindor is one of my favorite American chocolate brands.
You ever have their peanut butter though? You never see them.
Never had it.
I can always find the caramels. I can always find the milk chocolates.
Yeah.
I don't see the peanut butter too often.
They always have a thin outer shell, then they have a very smooth, creamy center.
Let's go. Yes, there's a crunch. That's the cookie.
Ooh.
The crunch does a lot for me. It goes a long way.
The crunch is nice, but I don't like the chocolate.
Not dark enough?
Yeah, you a bigger fan of dark chocolate than milk chocolate?
It's pretty good American milk chocolate. It's not nice German milk chocolate, but
What do you like? Belgian chocolate from Ocean St. Chocolate?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I...
Maybe you'll enjoy something that's of the sugar cookie variety.
Ooh.
Ghirardelli's, we know them. White chocolate sugar cookie squares.
Okay.
I like that John did not finish his marshmallow cube.
I didn't have like anywhere to like hide it away.
God, Ghirardelli really glued this thing up. What does it smell like?
Chemically created sugar cookie. It's good.
Look, again, the crunch goes a long way for me.
Yeah.
What is it, like little peppermint crystals?
No, it's little pieces of cookie.
But I actually think that the white chocolate doesn't really sell the sugar cookie as hard. Like, that's just white chocolate.
I still wish it wasn't quite so sweet.
Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed by the sweetness.
But you loved the white chocolate ghosts.
I did. The peanut butter really balanced the sweetness of the chocolate.
While we're on the sugar cookie kick, let's do sugar cookie Hershey's Kisses. Decorative tinfoil, but let's be real, Hershey's Kisses isn't gonna have much else. We have never liked the Hershey's Kiss on this show.
No.
Just nothing exciting here for me at all.
Real low quality American chocolate. Look, it's the same shit I've said every single time.
You're like, what do you want? And you keep bringing me Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah, and I keep telling you.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
It's another Lindor, and this one is hot cocoa dark chocolate truffles.
Oh.
Irresistibly smooth. You're like, you know what? I would be able to resist it, but the smoothness.
But for that darn smoothness.
The smoothness of your jazz.
Do you think every single bonbon is made by this ass with a whisk? We only use the most pretentious cooks to make our Lindor bonbons.
Too dark for me.
Yeah.
I like the chocolate better than the other one.
Yeah, the center is weird.
I found it resistibly smooth. You want an M&M?
Sure.
Gotta eat them eventually. Signed a contract. That's too many.
I have a fun game. Let's not look at the flavor and then try to guess what the flavor
I think
should
it's
be.
hot cocoa. I like these these M&Ms that are fully filled, like the peanut butter ones.
Yeah.
And it is of that ilk. It tastes mostly just like the chocolate shell, and that's it.
I got a strong burst of clear coffee. Like obvious coffee.
Really?
It's the whole idea, but instead of peanut butter, it's a little bit of like a kind of artificial hot chocolate taste.
Yeah.
And in that respect, it's not really that bad.
Okay.
What are they?
Fudge brownie.
Oh yeah. It does kind of.
Yeah.
This is white chocolate sugar cookie.
Okay. Look, it's difficult. I don't dump M&Ms into my hand very often. I'm sorry. It's not.
Look, I'm not
skill.
experienced at dumping M&Ms into your hand.
Exactly.
It's got the crunch.
Oh yeah, it's
The
definitely.
crispy M&M. Yeah, I don't like this at all. M&M is ass-ho.
Just overwhelmingly sweet.
Yeah, the inside is like a biscuit.
This is why we're all fat.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Literally going as fast as I can.
I've never been fat in my life.
We all, as in America,
Good save, John.
70 pounds in 5 months. I can't go any faster. We really enjoy these Wonder Shop.
we love these.
My kid might like it. My kid likes mint. She actually says she likes toothpaste.
Oh,
she
yeah?
goes, oh, yummy toothpaste.
We had cookies at
Yes.
Halloween.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is the Chateau Frontenac in
Yes.
Quebec.
And we had a Canadian fan who was like, Matt's absolutely right. That is the Chateau
And I
Frontenac.
remember when I was a kid, I went up there on a family trip.
Smells of chocolate. Good chocolate.
All right, I don't like it.
I just got a big bite of toothpaste.
Yeah, it's toothpaste without the dental benefits.
Right into the incinerator.
Actually, I'm looking forward to these. These are gingerbread sandwich cookies.
Oh, that
Gingerbread
sounds lovely.
It might give our poor taste buds a little bit of a break.
It has a scent.
It smells great. Try to be open-minded. Don't like
All right.
go in being like, oh, it should be this. Is that coffee?
Wow. The ginger is strong. Holy crap.
You like a little bread with your ginger? Your mouth is not stinging with ginger?
Yeah, mine is.
I mean, it's a little bit spicy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for it.
You thought you were done, but Nina's making us try mint cocoa moisturizing lip balm.
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
It's very light, which is good. You don't want it heavy.
You know, Burt's Bees is a high quality product.
Oh God, I don't think I could like it any less.
I think it's fine.
I prefer plain chapstick for sure.
I mean, if you hate it and you don't want it, I will cut off the tip and take yours. You're just gonna throw it away?
Put it all back on the table. Christmas Crunch, I only recommend it for rich families. The Milano cookies, these are the only ones John is keeping.
I'm keeping it.
I didn't like these. These are Teddy Grahams, chocolate Teddy Grahams.
I got my own Burt's Bees, suffocating ginger cookies.
Have yourselves a merry little Christmas.
Merry, you know.
Doing one more thing, and I'm gonna bump up the temperature to get a nice crust.
And I can smell the ham with it.
And the ham is going. There we have it, boys. Get down deep.
Oh yeah, because there's lots to
There's
get.
the shells down the bottom. I've got bowls for everyone. None of the forks are clean.
We can't possibly clean 5 forks. 5 forks are dirty. At this point, we are fresh out of forks. You can hear John grunting in the background because he has to clean 5 forks. It's gonna take a little while.
Each minute this Mac sits, it gets worse. So, all right, grab your forks. Let's go.
Does everybody take a wet ass fork?
There's a Mac up in this house. There's a Mac up in this house.
Here we go. Happy Christmas.
That's what Grandma used to make.
Obese grandma.
I tried everything in one bite and it was delicious.
I'm happy.
Yeah, it's really good.
The shells are very tasty.
I mean, everything's happening here.
The filling.
The stuffed shells are actually the center of the dish.
Yeah.
With the sausage and the shallot and the whole thing.
I think this sausage is the #1 sausage you can get in America today. I've never had a better sausage. I won't think I ever will have a better sausage. That's as good as it gets.
You also have all that extra pasta all around it.
Yes.
I don't even know that you need it, but at least you'll have some pasta in every bite.
I am very happy with it. Would you say it's worth cooking?
Probably at least once.
Yeah, once in your lifetime, cook this dish.
It's got a great blend of spices. It's nice and creamy. It's not like too thick. It's not too overwhelming.
The ground sausage does a lot for me. Say it. Say the thing.
Come on.
Yay!
Wow, Dr. Comment, you've done it again.
Yeah, it's good. I think I prefer just the sauce and shell. I think this is 2 different Macs mixed together.
You're right. What about the banana? It's a little overripe. Now what happens?
We eat it. And then ham.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's finish this off. Smoky pork, tasty pork, salty meat, eat with a fork. Brine in your fridge for several days. Smoke in your grill, ply a sweet glaze. Pig ghost May tonight. Pig ghost May tonight.
So now we get to have mac and ham.
The ham is so good. I've never had a ham like this.
This is like one of the best things I've had. Because I've never cured my own ham. I've always gotten the pre-cooked like nitrate ham. And
It's so much better than off-the-shelf ham. I'm spoiled for life, EJ. It's got such good flavor.
It's not overly salty either.
No.
I've never really been a ham guy. This is freaking delicious.
It's delicious, EJ.
you get a little bit of that maple.
Dijon.
I don't know about you boys, but mine's all mixed up in cheese.
Pork and mac and cheese goes together.
It does pair very well.
EJ, why does nowhere serve home-cured ham? Why have I never had this in a restaurant? How long is this ham cured for, EJ, if I can be so bold?
If we may pry.
It was only like 4 pounds.
Yep.
So it was only 2 days. I'm so glad I ran out in the rain and did the smoke.
I can definitely taste it. It makes it so much nicer.
That full body that is from the smoke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten that if I just did it in the oven.
Delicious.
Everything here was a success.
Yeah.
We've kind of mastered Christmas, haven't we?
You make 2 different kinds of macs, you bake them together, then you ham it up.